from the New York Center for Foreign Policy Affairs. Earlier this year, New York Center for Foreign Policy Affairs, NYCFPA, filed a lawsuit in the U.S. District Court in Washington, D.C. against the Department of State and Secretary Mike Pompeo. The complaint is in regards to their swift approval of an arms transaction with the United Arab Emirates, UAE, that contains F-35s. Earlier this month, Congress could not pass legislation to block the arms distribution. Due to our grave concern about the stability in the Middle East, we feel obligated to speak out and continue to advocate for peace in the region. When we as an organization believe that unprecedented circumstances have presented themselves that affect the United States' national security, we feel compelled to step in to address the key players who are making a path to peace difficult, in this case, in the Middle Eastern region. The UAE's consistent antagonism in the region makes the development of our relationship with the nation questionable, with a lack of vigor at that moment. And such a substantial trade should not be considered lightly, with a small timeline of fewer than 2 months. The UAE's evident relations with China and Russia will put our military intelligence advantage at risk if such a deal is approved. There is no guarantee or provision that prevents them from sharing this proprietary knowledge. Before such advancement of weaponry to the UAE, the American people must be confident that we can trust countries like the UAE not to cause unrest in the region. NYCFPA has proven earnestly why such a deal should not be granted, especially with the administration's lack of reasoning for such a consequential agreement. Justin Russell, the NYCFPA's principal director, states, "With this deal going forward, the U.S. is setting a baseline for a very dangerous proliferation of weapons in the region and is enabling an arms race to start in the Middle East." Russell adds, NYCFPA also calls on the incoming Biden administration to reconsider this deal for the benefit of peace in the region.